Day 31. It is the last day. Oh my God, the last day of the first month. Can you believe it? I am so proud. Like, it's been a roller coaster of emotions within the past few weeks. And you guys are really killing it. You made it this far. 2 more months to go. And it wasn't that bad, was it? Every single day you've been dedicated. And maybe some of y'all binged and caught up. But who cares? You're here. That's all that matters. And then now, things are going to go on the up and up. We've been through some dark times together. And that's to uncover all the things and to let it go and to move on, right? But now we let those things go and then we rebuild. So today we're going to figure out who you are. We're going to find your own style. What is your style? Okay? And we're not going to judge fishes by how it climbs a tree. Do you know what I mean? Okay? They says that if you judge a fish by how it climbs a tree, and if you're like, hey, you dumbass, that fish it doesn't know how to climb a tree, it just keeps slipping. Well, yeah, it's made to swim, you son of a bitch. Well, that's what we do all the time, okay? So, a quick story. For me, I always thought I was dumb. Because when you're a kid, you believe whatever adults tell you. A lot of adults will be like, oh, this kid he's stupid, or he's different, or he can't learn, or whatever it is, right? And I had a high school teacher call my mom and suggest that I needed special education. And there were just constantly teachers telling my mom all this stuff, saying that, hey, Joe, he's a special one. Whatever it is. I didn't get it. I was having a blast. I was just being myself. And I don't really know if I had a learning disability or anything like that, because basically at the time, I don't think psychologists and social services were that advanced yet. And I'm sure that they were telling kids this and that. But you know, in an Asian household, we don't even pay attention to that stuff. So my mom, she didn't even care about it. Thankfully, because I wasn't prescribed Adderall or any type of medication, I was able to express myself and learn my own style. And my mom was actually really freaking nice. Like in the very beginning, I think it frustrated her. But then she realized I have my own style of learning. And then she says, I eventually started teaching her about a lot of things because I was able to connect a lot of dots and teach her about life, teach her about society. And she says she was in disbelief and her pride didn't let her realize that a child in elementary school was trying to explain to her so many things that she couldn't even get. For example, I remember in elementary school, I learned about the Renaissance and European history, and I had this conclusion that I wanted to share with my parents. And I said, hey, do you think it's possible that there's no logic being used in Asia because they didn't go through like the Renaissance and they didn't have the same philosophers in Europe and stuff like that? And my parents were just so mind blown at that statement that they mistook what I said as something racist. And they said that they're like, so you think white people are more superior than Asians? And I was like, that's not even what the fuck I said. And I was getting so frustrated because I was like, my parents are so stupid. And I'm like in 3rd or 4th grade, right? And I'm just like, God, like, can't you just see what I'm saying here? Like, I'm just saying, is it possible that the philosophy is different, so that's why logic isn't used in Asian culture? And I would have these debates with them all the time. And my mom told me that the things that I was pulling out were so next level that she didn't know what else to do but to beat my ass because it destroyed her ego. So there are a lot of instances like this where I think my thoughts could have been advanced. Maybe my tact could have been better. But at the same time, I was surrounded by people who didn't understand me. So they thought that I was a complete crazy ass. Or maybe they did understand what I was saying, but their pride got in the way and they didn't want to hear it. Another example is math. Math. I hated math because I didn't understand math. And I don't even know how I learned math. That's the problem, is I would understand how to solve a problem. I would look at it and I would see the numbers and I'd get this feeling of what the answer is and I just write it down. So it's a guess, right? But I get the guess right all the time. So I didn't know how to solve a problem. Something just told me that was the answer. And so when people told me to work backwards, I don't know, I memorized multiplication and things like that. So I didn't know how to work backwards. And the teacher thought I was cheating and all this stuff. And my mom, she tried to tutor me and she was trying to teach me some math stuff. And I was sitting there and I was like, I don't know how to do this. I don't know. And then I got in trouble and she's like, you do know I taught this to you like weeks ago. And I was like, I don't know how to do it. And I seriously don't know. She goes, well, I'm going to go make some dinner and I'll be right back. And then so she started making dinner. And then she comes in the room and she says she was furious because I was playing with toys and I wasn't even, doing my homework. She was like, how dare you play with your toys right now when you should be doing your homework? And I was like, I did finish my homework. And then she says that I basically finished like all pages. And she's like, how? Like, what did you do? Did you cheat? And she got mad at me. And she saw these, math problems being done and all the answers correct. She double checked it. But I didn't work my problems out. So she thought somehow I cheated because there's no way I got it done that fast. And I don't even remember this story, but my mom keeps telling it to me. And she says that it's the funniest thing because she was like, okay, I felt so bad when I realized you actually didn't cheat and you got this. But why is it that you don't know how to explain how you got there? And I was like, I don't fucking know. And till this day, there's a lot of things where I don't really know. I just get there to the destination. And that's just how my brain works. So I was that fish climbing a tree. And a lot of people just misunderstood me. And also, I was highly disruptive in class because it was completely boring. I probably should have grew up in a different environment because I wasn't around good influences, I was like in an impacted class. Like the class had like over 30-something students. There was a bunch of crazy kids running around everywhere. I don't know how I was able to learn or remember anything in class, because I was busy talking to all my friends. And so that was the other thing, is they said, you're disruptive, you got in trouble, but you get all these good grades. I don't know how. Like, how are you getting all these tests? You don't even study or do your homework. And I'm like, I don't know either. I literally just, when a problem is in front of my face, I just start writing. And so that was one of my things. And so I started feeling like I was stupid because I couldn't explain why I knew these things, or maybe I didn't know these things, and I couldn't fit into this box of intelligence that other people try to put me in, right? The report cards and getting my homework done on time and just all this stuff. School became a place that was constant anxiety for me. I started hating school already from elementary because it just felt like a place where I'm always getting in trouble and I don't know why. And I don't know what I'm doing wrong. And I'm like, I'm getting the answers right. Why am I still getting in trouble? And there was all this stuff going through my head. And I went throughout life thinking, I'm stupid and I'm not good enough and I'm not smart enough and I'll never go to college. And in high school, that's exactly what I thought. I thought, I will never go to college because for some odd reason in my head, college was only for the Einsteins of the world. College was for the most smartest students with straight A's, with 4.0s that are top of the class. I didn't think that people that, regular people that just graduated high school can get into any college. For some reason, I didn't even research it. This is just what I assumed. When I found it out that you can actually go to college, I was like, oh shit, I'm going to try it out. And I went. And at the time, it was a funny reason because I was like going to get free money. My buddies were like, hey, if you get financial aid, you could get like $3,000-$4,000 for a semester. That's going to help you pay for books and all this stuff, but you can use it for whatever you want. And I was like, well, I'm going to buy a pound of weed because if I buy a pound of weed, I can make more money. And then I did that exactly. But at the same time, for some odd reason, here I go again with my assumptions, right? For some reason, thought I had to keep a straight A report card for like ever, or else I had to go and return the money. That's what I thought. I thought it was like a privilege. Like, if you got straight A's, then you get to keep all the money. But I was like, oh shit, but if I had straight C's, do I have to give back a portion? And I started freaking out. So I said, I better freaking get straight A's or else I gotta pay this money back. And for a year and a half, I got straight A's until someone told me, that's bullshit. You could have C's, D's even, and you'll still be able to keep the money. Because the financial aid isn't based off of how well you perform. It's just based off of if you're broke or not. And I'm like, oh my God, why did I do such a stupid thing? But it wasn't that stupid, because what ended up happening was I looked back and I said, oh shit, joke's on everyone else. I'm actually not stupid. It was kind of stupid to think that I had to have straight A's, but I kept up straight A's for like a whole year and a half. It's crazy. And so getting good grades became this fun game for me. And I started to enjoy knowledge, enjoy learning, enjoy all this stuff. Because by the time a whole year went through, I was like, I love learning. Learning is fucking fun. Reading is freaking amazing. This is dope. Like, I never knew that the world had so much to offer. And I'm going through college like completely different from a lot of my friends because I actually wanted to do the work. And so here I am, I'm graduating with a bachelor's in psychology, and I'm on the dean's honor list, right? I graduated with the high CPA, magna cum something, I forgot what it was. And once I graduate, I'm like, oh shit, you know what? I didn't do this to prove the world that they were wrong, but I could have done it after all. This whole time I needed to just prove to myself that I can win within this box, my own style, my own way. But look, the box is also broken, because look at, if the box was done, if the system was designed right, then that means someone through elementary, junior high, high school, college should have gotten good grades all the way up, and then through college and here should have been harder. But for me, I just skipped all of this. I took the good enough degree, the GED, right? I got my own high school diploma through a test. And then I went and got a college degree with skipping all of this. I bullshitted all of this. From elementary all the way to high school, I had shit for grades. But for college, I went there, freaking smashed, and that's all that's important. And I was like, this is a scam. Like, this doesn't tell anyone how smart you are or anything. Like, fuck this. Getting good grades means nothing. Even me, I can do it. And I think that from that point on, what I realized is I can't live life having people telling me, like, this is who I am, this is who I'm supposed to be, this is what's the bar for intelligence or whatever. Fuck everybody. Fuck that. What really matters is, how am I going to get what I want out of life? And how do I feel about myself? Now, that is the most difficult thing to do as a youth, because you're kind of gauging who you really are, and who, like, you're going based off of what people tell you. But as soon as you can, if you can center yourself and define that, what do you like? Who are you like? Are you a goofy motherfucker? Are you a playful motherfucker? Like, are you someone that enjoys to go fly kites at the park? Like, who are you? And not let other people define you. You don't do something because it makes other people happy. You got to figure out, are you a nature person because you like walking in the woods? Are you someone that likes to stay quiet and mind their own business? Or do you like to talk really loud in front of big crowds? Whoever you are right now, and then whoever you want to be in the future, can always change. You become the master of that. You become the master of your own destiny. If you say, I'm shy, and but I don't want to be shy anymore, and I want to start talking to a lot of people, it's completely possible. Because me, I hated talking in front of groups. I was nervous. I would shake. And now I'm talking in front of thousands of people, not only just on the camera, but in real life. Like, I go out there and I talk and I speak and I have a blast. And I'm not shivering in front of the stage. But if I told myself I'm shy, I don't like talking in front of crowds, that's who I am, that's who I'm always going to be, then I pigeonhole myself and I never become the person that I want to be. So today, the assignment is go down and write as many things about yourself that you believe that you are. Like, I believe I'm cute. I believe I'm outgoing. I believe that people like me always can count on me. Whatever it is, write all those things down. Keep it positive. Hopefully they're about you and your skills, not really about traits like, you know, I'm 5'7", I weigh 160 pounds. Like, none of that shit really matters, okay? Go for it.